God, we have gathered here today to bear witness and share in the celebration of marriage between Joe and Dyan. May they never forget this day, this moment, this love and commitment they have for each other, and may it be a rock-solid foundation forever in their heart. Finding true agape love with your partner is both an art and a fortunate accident. Most often it is found by those who committed to one another and they filled themselves with purpose and intent to love beyond all and above all else. You can hold her hand. Go ahead.
But it was a great first date. It was a perfect first date. And I knew just by when you walked across the parking lot to me, I was hook, line, and sinker sold. I was like, oh boy, this one's a keeper.
I kind of was like, wow, she's kind of cute in her little pigtails. She had a cowgirl hat on and pigtails.
So embarrassing.
I was like, oh, she's a cute little cowgirl. Look at that. And so we went on a ride.
And I put him on a horse that I've never had anybody else ride before. So it was a big test. Yeah, it was a big test. Yeah. He could ride this horse, then he's a keeper.
And it turned out that horse was better for me than anybody.
One thing that I really admire about you, Dyan, is you always go after your dreams. I mean, you did. You were like, I'm going to settle down. This is what I want. And you did it within a year. You always make things happen. And I mean, just look what you and Joe did here in this beautiful place.
Yes! It's all Dyan.
The symbolic vows that you are about to make are a way of saying to one another, you know all those things we promised and hoped and dreamed? Well, I meant it all.
I fell in love with you, or Dyan, because she's a very, very nice person, and she thinks the best of everybody. She doesn't have a mean bone in her body, always thinks the best of everybody, and always tries to be helpful. And you supported me and backed me in my decisions and encouraged me, and I really, really loved that.
Dyan, I love you with so much of my heart. I don't know how to explain it. You've been there for me when times were really down, and you encouraged me instead of putting me down. And you've been by my side ever since. You've opened the world in ways I've never seen or experienced. And that's not why I love you. I love you because of who you are, because of who you are inside. You're such a loving and caring person. I don't know how I could find anybody else like you.
I fell in love with you because you have a way of communicating that is above and beyond what any other relationship I've ever been in. And I feel like that brings us close and to friendship is best friendship. That's something I've been missing for in any relationship I've ever had.
I feel like you were my best friend before we really even met. Our first conversations were natural and just felt right, and I felt like I already knew you. And with that, I'm ready to step forward and commit myself with you for the rest of my life.
And I will love you and cherish you as my sister always. Thank you, Joe, for giving her her dreams and giving her exactly what she deserves. Thank you guys, and congratulations.
Another reason I fell in love with her more was because she was a very experienced horsewoman, and she's really, really great with horses. I mean, I just can't ever picture my life without horses anymore, or without Dyan. She gives me support when I really need it sometimes, and you back me on decisions that I'm making in my own life, which I've never had before.
When we were young and in our party days, she once told me that she was ready to settle down. And I didn't believe her, I didn't take her seriously because we were still young. And she did, she bought a horse.
Joe, I've known you for 3.5 years, but my soul has known you longer. You're my soulmate, and I've looked for you my entire life. And I finally get the chance today to say, I want to be your wife. I want to be with you forever. And that's all I can think of. No, you're not supposed to kiss me yet.
You are extremely hardworking. You just put your whole self into projects that you do, and it's brilliant. And you're a creative thinker, so you can fix anything. And something that I couldn't even imagine that can get fixed. You can do it, and that makes me feel safe and important because you do it for me. You are you're very loyal to your friends and to me, and you're kind and you're handsome.
Joe, do you choose Dyan to be your lawfully wedded wife?
I do.
Do you promise to love and cherish her in sickness and in health, for richer, for poor, for better, for worse, forsaking all others, remain truthful and faithful to her for so long as you both shall live?
I do.
Now, Dyan, do you choose Joe to be your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
If you will take her left hand in yours, place the ring on her finger.
Shove that thing on there, Joe.
There you go. Now, holding her hand, please repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
as a symbol of my love and faithfulness.
Just as a ring has no end,
Just as a ring has no end,
neither shall my love for you.
neither shall my love for you.
As I place it on your finger,
As I place it on your finger,
know I have chosen
know I have chosen
to commit my heart and soul to you.
to commit my heart and soul to you.
I ask you to wear this ring
I ask you to wear this ring
as a reminder
as a reminder
of the vows we have spoken
of the vows we have spoken
on this our wedding day.
on this our wedding day.
I marry you with this ring,
I marry you with this ring,
with all that I have
with all that I have
and all that I am.
and all that I am.
Loved each other from the very beginning, and with all the alcohol we had, it could have gone either way. Could have been me.
Howdy, y'all. Those of you who don't know me, my name's David Somerville.
Hi, David.
I'm the best man. My beautiful wife was a maid of honor. I'm sorry we had to meet under these circumstances.
Professing your love for one another and committing yourself to the sacred vows of marriage, and by the powers vested in me, I now pronounce you man and wife.
I love you.
You too.
My wish for both of you is to never take the other for granted. Always know that you make each other better together. And when the road is rough and difficult, look around the room at all the faces here that are celebrating with you tonight and know that you can lean on us. I mean, obviously for more than just manual labor and
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
We need help with the
She
chair.
needs three more of me. And so does Dyan.
you can count on us for advice, understanding, and love. And always, always a good laugh.
When the roaring flames of your new love burn down to embers, may you find you married your best friend.
Gentlemen, it is a great pleasure I introduce to you for the first time ever as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Joe and Dyan Joe.
Mr. and Mrs. They make it up good, don't they?
Like the time that you spent the whole night at the bar keeping an Irish accent.
Fucking right I did.
There was a team of male soccer team there, right, at the bar. The funny thing was, we went back the next week and they were there again, so she had to do it all over again.
This little married couple that we see, sitting here on their dang thrones, and you'll never be alone. For years they've been illegal. They might have even been on the Dodge. But now we're all proud to have them here running Aspen Lodge.
Ready, everybody?
All right.
Come on! Come on! Come on! Cheers to you guys. Love you both.
So much of what we've experienced in our relationship is handed to us by God. And so yeah.
Yeah, I can't count how many times I've seen God's hand
Yeah.
in our new adventure together, and that's how we look at it. It's an adventure, even when things go awry. It's just all part of the adventure, and it just makes the adventure a little bit more interesting.
We have faith though too. I mean, there's a certain amount of faith you have to do when you take a leap like we did and into this adventure. And I think our faith is pretty strong, and we are very blessed. I have to say that.
I agree. Definitely blessed.